Hello everyone. So in chapter 21, 22 and chapter 23 mainly I described you about byte, short and integer data type. Apart from that, today I will describe you about long data type. See all four data types which we are using to store non-decimal value. Byte, short, integer and long. Using all these data type I can store non-decimal value in a database. So let's proceed further with the long data type. This is the formula to store value using all four data types. So what is the storage area of long data type? A long data type storage area is 64 byte. Sorry, 8 byte, 64 bits. What will be a formula to store data? 63 minus 2 power 63 minus 1, and for maximum value 2 power 63 minus 1 minus 1. See, using an integer data type also I can store from minus 214 crore to plus 214 crore value in a database. This is the range of integer data type. But using a long data type I can store too much larger value over here. See, for each and every data type I have calculated the range over here, but for long data type I am not going to calculate because it will be a too much large value. So let's proceed further with the same. How can I store this much large value in a database using a long data type? Let's proceed further with the Java programming class. Example of long data type. Public static void main string arguments let me make this font as a Java. Yeah, long. What I can store using long data type? I can store Aadhaar card number. Aadhaar card number. See, this number is always in 12 digits. So I can store using a long data type. Let me print this. I have declared variable as well as initialized variable, and now I am going to utilize a value of variable. Let me save this program. Control S. So this is the folder. I am going to save this program. A class name and Java file name should be always same. So this is the class name. Example of long data type dot Java. Saved. So now I will move where I have saved this program. See, I am able to see my Java file over here. I will remove this path and write cmd over here. Now command prompt will be open. Let me compile this program. Java C class name dot Java. What mistake I made? Public static void main string arguments. Control is compile this program. See, I got error over here. Integer number too large. But why it is giving me error? It is not an integer number. This is a long data type, right? This is a long data type, so I have stored this number using a long data type. I can store any larger value using a long data type. Then why compiler is considering this number as an integer number? Why this is happening? See, this is a basic mathematical rule. Every time we will always consider right hand side. 1 plus 2 into 3 minus 4. See, every time if someone tell me to calculate, I will directly pick right hand side only. The same way, while compiling program, compiler also pick right hand side. And directly it given me error over here, because when compiler will find any problem right hand side, compiler will not even bother to look left hand side, because it found issue over here only. Why compiler consider this value as an integer? Because integer data type is a default data type. If I am not declaring any variable using integer data type, it will automatically consider non-decimal value as integer value only. The same way I have when compiler move over here, it considered only right hand side. See, as per maths rule, I said I will calculate this, and after that only I will store this value over here. First I will execute right hand side, and after that only I will move left hand side. The same way compiler will also do the same. When compiler will find a problem over here, compiler will not move left hand side. Then how can I store larger amount? How can I store Aadhaar card number? Every time if we want to store too much larger value or long value, at that time I have to write capital L or small l over here. In that case only compiler will consider this value as a long data type value. Now let me save this program. Control S. Let me compile this. See, it worked properly. Java. See what I got output over here. I have written L over here, but over here as an output I don't get the same. L is not written while printing this number. See why I have written L over here. I have written L to instruct our machine. See, every time when we want to take any work from our system, from a robot or any machine, first of all we have to instruct something to them. For example, if you want to calculate something from calculator and if you want answer, so first you have to give instruction, like as I want to do addition, I want to do multiplication, I want to do division or subtraction, anything. First I need to instruct our machine, and after that only we are getting answer, right? The same way over here also, to instruct our machine that this is a long value, I have to write L over here. But when I print number, it will not show L over here to me. This is L is just for an instruction. It will instruct to compiler as well as JVM. This is a long value, so we have to store this value using a long data type. Now, what other value I can store over here? Account number. Account number sometimes we have in 12 digit or sometimes we do have in 16 digits also. This is the account number. I can store using a long data type. I am writing small letter L over here. Control S. Let me compile Java C class name dot Java class name. See, I got an output over here, Aadhaar card number as well as account number. What other value I can store? Card number. Card number we do have in a 16 digits, right? So I can store this value also. Control S. See, again I forget to write L over here. Integer number is too large. See, compiler given me error over here. In all these two data type I have written L over here, but for this I forget the same. So I have to write L. Control S. See, I got Aadhaar card number, bank account number as well as card number detail over here. Now, in the last chapter when I was describing you integer data type, I have given you one example like is how can I store this number. So every time when I write large number, I have to write L over here. As I said you, see, when I declare variable, I have written L. The same way when I want to print any value, a value will be automatically get stored in a database temporarily, because for this value I haven't declared or initialized variable. I am going to directly print this number. I am directly printing this number without storing it. So temporarily it will, compiler or JVM will create a storage area for this value in our database, and it will, for that I need to write L over here because it is a too much large number. If I am not writing L over here, in that case let's see what is happening. See, I am writing it over here only. I am not writing L. Let me save this program. Java C class name dot Java. See, integer number too large. Again, compiler considered this value as an integer value. So the same way as I written over here, we have to write every time L. Whether it's a small l or capital, we have to write it over here with a larger amount. In that case only it will work properly. Let me save this program. Let me compile the same. Java class name. See, now I got an output over here. I got all four values over here: Aadhaar card number, account number, card number, as well as this is the value I am going to print directly over here. See, I got an output. That's it for today. Using a long data type, we can do the same, but make sure we have to keep some notes in our mind. See, these are all notes we have to keep in mind while we use long data type. First note is, if there is any non-decimal value in Java, by default that value will be treated as integer data type. A second one is, to store a value which is exceeding integer range, we need to write an alphabet capital L or small l after the value. And the third one is, the alphabet capital L or small l will instruct the JVM or compiler to treat the value as a long. As I said you previously, why we have to write L over here? See, this is the interview question. Why we have to write L for a non-decimal value when we declare long data type? This is an interview question, and now you have answer for this question, right? Thank you so much for today.